Good morning, traders. This is Perry Wilkie with StartupTrading.com. It is 5 minutes till 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday, July 28th. Can you believe the month is almost over already? So, looking back at Friday's session, right, we come back down and hit the bottom of that upper auction that we've been in at 23,330 basically. And then, that was the bottom of the range, hit it, and right as the opening bell come in and just rotated back up towards the upper end of that same auction. Nothing really going on anywhere, and we'll get into more of that in a minute. Looking at what that did to structure, right? We did leave some signal prints on the ES and the Dow, and a little bit of excess on the NQ from that push up and on the Dow also with a split on the ES. Uh, Looking at where the points of control are, we have Friday's point of control at 64.26 basically. We're about 13 points above that right now. So we'll have to see. And then below that, basically 63.89, which is that's on the table for today for sure. Uh, and then we'll just have to see, where we go from there. Uh, as we look at, where we're at, we're just still, one time framing. We are on that impulse move up higher still. Kind of just messing around up here. Not a lot going on. Looking at all the indexes, the Dow is right at Friday's high at this moment. The rest of them haven't even went into Friday's range in the overnight session, right? Because the gap up that they're crediting to the Euro trade zone deal, whatever it may be. Uh, but I don't even know if we do enough trade with Europe to really, amount to anything. I think, China's the biggest one really out there. And then as you look at, really where we're at positioning wise, the call wall is at 570. We're currently trading, 569 almost. So limited upside risk unless you can breach it. And then, there is always room above, stuff like that. But 572 is probably where I push it at the most for today. You could hit 575. I don't even know if we can clear 570 to be honest with you. It could be there's really the title of my video is small day, big week, and then that's because there's no catalyst today that's scheduled anyways, right? We've got FOMC on Wednesday. Usually you get a little bit of a drift up there, but we've been drifting for a while. So, the last two cycles that we haven't got the drift uh, up like we normally would going into FOMC. So it'll be interesting to see with that. But then we have non-farm payroll on Friday. And then we have some inflation news in between. So as we look at where we're at, and then for the week, as we're framing it right now, uh, 550 is the bottom. Uh, that is the put wall at this point in time. 570 is the top. So, you know, we've probably lost a few points in it, but we'll give you where it lined up with Friday's number. So, 570 would be on the Qs would be 23,570 on the Nasdaq, and it's probably 2 to 4 points under that this morning. We'll figure it out once the market opens, and then going down to 550, right? So each of these yellow lines is $5. So, 65, 60, 55, 50. So you're looking at the bottom of the range, uh, right around this 22,740 area is where it would be. So again, your risk to reward, it doesn't mean you should just go out and flat short it because we're gonna, hit the bottom of the range. That might not be in the cards either. But your risk to reward for being long is not great at this point in time. It doesn't mean that, you might the best trades today might be longs that are between, uh, 40 and 80 points higher than we're currently trading. but it, it's I probably won't even trade today, to be honest with you. I don't like where we are positioning wise. I don't think that we're going to get a major pullback today. If I do take any trades, it'll just be breaches of something uh, that I'm looking for an entry above or below. But and one thing that I don't like is the call wall. If we look at the SPX, the call wall is at 6,500. Then we got the JPM short call strikes at 6,505. So that is where the upper end on the SPX is right now. The lower end is at 6,250. So you got 100 points higher, basically, and potentially 150 points lower is where you're at if you just look at the cash market. Uh, but if you look at the SPY, and I've already went over the Qs with you, um, the call wall is still 640. The call wall for today, the ones that expire today, is at 643. So that would be basically about 40 ES handles higher than you're currently trading. Each dollar is 10 points on the ES. And then as you slide down, the put wall for today is 630. So you've got basically 38 points that you could go down, and potentially 2 to 30 points higher. So it's not great. Uh, I'm sorry, that'd be about 80 points down from where we're currently trading. So, but we'll have to just see, what you have until. My guess is that, before the end of the day, we'll probably kind of rotate down back into Friday's action. We'll probably close close to unchanged, and maybe we'll get a test of that Friday low that is right around there. Keep in mind below that swing low from Friday, you're going to get, there's really nothing holding it up above that 330 level. So 384 would be where you get the test, and then it could be a quick 50 points below that. If you can even get back into Friday's range, it'll probably be a slow grind. But the first thing I'm going to be watching for to see if I even want to stick around and trade is either a test of 570 on the Qs, right? That's your closest resistance above, or a break of 6,400 on the cash market. That's going to line up with right around 64.33, 64.32. We're kind of, you can see in the overnight session, that's basically where we stopped, right? This is supposed to be resistance. 6,400 a little bit. Uh, it was last week, but now on the cash market, remember it's 6,500. So you got 100 points up from that low that you could possibly hit. I don't care if it's the greatest trade ever. I do not want to chase longs today above 570 on the Qs. I'm just not interested whatsoever. I'd rather scalp back and forth on a two-sided action uh, between and under some of those levels. I have no interest in looking for short. To be honest with you, I think tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's all going to be much better trading. Like I said, I'll probably take 3 trades max today. I haven't taken any yet, and looking for better opportunities the rest of this week, to be honest with you, unless the VIX starts moving, and which is highly unlikely. I, sorry I don't have better news. We'll see what Jack's looking at. Maybe he has some good ideas. But again, I just look for today to be total shit. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.